Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Iowa State Cyclones Dynasty here on College Football 27. This was recorded and live streamed. The live stream will be the link in the description. I had to cut off the live stream because of internet issues, so I recorded the rest of the game. So the last about 28 minutes of this footage is recorded. So I hope you guys will enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it's the Thunderbirds kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cyclones offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Omari Hayes, the transfer, former member of the Tulane Green Wave. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We had a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field. This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Great place to start for this offense. Off the RPO, complete.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Jackson will throw. Makes the grab.
A drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Thunderbirds moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And it's the Thunderbirds will try to punch it in on first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Thunderbirds! They're on the board first here in the season opener. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. He'll start this drive firing. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game one. It's tough to take an injury this early. Back to pass. It's Rayner. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes...
There he goes to the right. Pass to 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cyclones! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
This drive will start at the 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Got a man. It's Dorsett. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Thunderbirds racing to the line in the hurry up.
Man, that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes it on the run. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Makes the catch. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Boyd. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got him in the flat. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it? There's some room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Iowa State. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. The give to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Thunderbirds come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
Maybe some room here. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And it's the Thunderbirds have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Up to 45 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point.
can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown! Thunderbirds! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. Plenty of points on the board early, and they've got it back, trailing by 3, 17-14. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Forced out of the pocket. Brings into the open. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hayes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The lone back's got it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now the play fake. Got his man. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Got it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Ready, set, hot. On third down, he drops to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a draw. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He now has 63 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The play action fake. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw. It's Rainer. Complete. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Just drives it between the uprights. And we are all tied up here in the second.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And it's the Thunderbirds with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass.
Well, this is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass. And you just saw the speed off the edge by that DN.
On his way from around the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Rainer. Got a man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Cyclones have moved it inside the 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to power their way ahead. Got enough space. Touchdown, Iowa State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Motion from the wideout. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Thunderbirds are in the hurry-up. They'll go to the counter play. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Keeps it himself. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Thunderbirds are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. He got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Here's how the career starts, his first carry. Could be an alley. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And it's the Thunderbirds kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He wants to change this route. Off play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw. It's Rayner. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Thunderbirds headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And it's the Thunderbirds will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The option, the keeper, turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
To the air, it's Rayner. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's Kennedy. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Thunderbirds will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Iowa State sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Finds his tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Fresno State taking on the number 15 team, the USC Trojans. And it's Fresno State able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Ames. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Cyclones will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early. There he goes! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. And it's the Thunderbirds want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Pulls it on the option. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. The Thunderbirds come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards. But this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
To be able to make that play.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. Might be calling a hot route. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards, has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense, man. He's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Rayner. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments.
Ready. Black 18. Black 18.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And it's the Thunderbirds want to pick up the tempo. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Thunderbirds will have it 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Kennedy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And it's the Thunderbirds will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Makes the catch. It's Greenlaw. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense.
Might have a chance. Now he's got it all the way down to the give. Nice move to keep running. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the...
Ready.
Trying play action. Here's the heat. Here's the pressure. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Got his man to the left. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Thunderbirds will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Jackson gonna throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's on target and complete. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And it's the Thunderbirds in the hurry up. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Thunderbirds will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. The short hands, it's Hayes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask.
Spady.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
139 out of shot. 139 out of grid. Ready. Black 14.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Looks as if we have an injured Cyclone on the play. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. And here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. They get through and it's blocked. He's got the ball all by himself down the middle. The 20, 10, touchdown Thunderbirds. He got a step and just dusted the field. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip and tuck affair. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period.
Ready. Black 18. Black 18.
To the ground. He's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Finding it. There's a crease. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Spins away from the defense. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Thunderbirds will hustle to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
It'll be 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a...
Makes the grab plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Quick spin on the run. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll try to do it himself. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun, the inside give. Here's a little room there, and he rolls. Touchdown, Thunderbirds! Lining up for the PAT.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Got his man down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Hauls it in. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Using his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And it's the Thunderbirds want to move quickly.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Rides to the back. Got a little grass. And he'll be brought down. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to run for it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Thunderbirds look to keep this drive humming. Give to the back. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Gives it on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And it's the Thunderbirds getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Thunderbirds line it up with a 1st and goal. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Thunderbirds!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Jackson.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll keep it on the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Cyclones come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Finding some room. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to pass. It's Rayner. Rushes on him, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Ready.
Finds a little space. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one, and now we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They feed him again. What powerful running, just driving the power forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
Ready.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Skips away from pressure. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. And it's the Thunderbirds moving quickly to the line. Last chance coming up. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.